Hi, Michelle Castle here, talking to you today just to follow up from the conversation that we had last week. Now, once you have a contract, you've received that contract, my team goes into Salesforce and puts in, after the contract has been disclosed or the loan has been disclosed, they set a task for me to call and congratulate the customer, of course, and set expectations and do a really good job with that handoff to my processor. Introduce my processor at that time, edify the processor at time, let them know when they'll hear from my processor, what that conversation will be like, and what they can expect the loan process to look like from this point forward. I also then call the buyer's agent and I call the seller's agent. The buyer's agent conversation is just to let them know we have signed loan disclosures. I'm assuming you're going to get some inspections done in the next couple of days. When do you expect to have those? And is there any reason we should hold off on the appraisal, on ordering the appraisal? Because at that point, I have the intent to proceed, and our next step in the whole process is to order the appraisal. So we always have that conversation about whether or not it's okay to order that appraisal or if we need to hold off, and have a conversation about the inspections. Because then I'm going to put my notes into MyKey. Because at that point, the processor has the file. They don't have access to Salesforce. So I'm going to put the notes in MyKey so that my processor knows whether or not we're ready to move forward on the appraisal or not. Then I'm going to pick up the phone and call the seller's agent. And most of the time, I've already had somewhat of a conversation with the seller's agent prior to this introduction. But either way, I'm letting them know, listen, we have the signed loan disclosures, the interest rate is locked or it isn't, whichever the case. Of course, if it isn't, I'm gonna bring it up. I have talked to the buyer's agent. We are gonna hold off on the appraisal until after the inspections are complete, but I have a reminder in the system to check back with her in a couple of days and make sure that everything looks good on the inspection, and then we're gonna order the appraisal. If that's not the case, I'm gonna let them know that we're gonna order the appraisal right away, let them know what the appraiser turn time is. However, the loan processor is Tammy Billy. She does an amazing job. We've worked together for many, many years. My clients love her, realtors love her, and she's gonna stay in close communication with you every step of the way. You'll get an email updating you with the exact details on the loan and any actions that we might need you to take in order to keep this loan closing on time. On Tuesdays, if you have any questions in between, she'll make sure you have all of her contact information. You will hear from her in the next 24 hours by email, and she'll also pick up the phone and give you a call. So I can set those expectations and let them know what the timeline is, when they should hear from us, how they should hear from us, and what we need from them in order to make it happen. I also am really good about making sure that they know that we work together as a team and we count on them to communicate with us as well. Now, also at that time is when I am handwriting a thank you note to the seller's agent for trusting us with this transaction and a business card. And then I send a thank you note to the buyer's agent and a congratulations card to the buyer. So that task reminder that is in Salesforce is what reminds me to make the phone calls and send out those cards. Now on my team, we also send a Berenstein Bears Moving Day book for anybody that has children so that the children can get super excited about moving into a new house as well. If you have any questions on how we run our team or any of the little special things that we do to set ourselves apart, feel free to reach out because I'm happy to help you. Thanks and have a great week. Bye-bye.